said my vegetables looked really shiny and delicious, so I would die for them now. That's so sweet. You know, Bonnie's probably eaten all of your vegetables. Perhaps I shouldn't make such jokes, considering I might actually die soon because of the king's curse. This is heavy. The door seems to be locked. Interesting. I think about the village. Okay. Over the bridge, you say? Is this Bonnie? This is Bonnie. Let's talk to them. Bonnie is here, looking more morosely at the fields. Bonnie. Hey, friend. Oh boy. What'd you want? Questions. Are you worrying about tomorrow? No. Not even a little bit. That's a lie. Your sister will be okay, you know. Don't talk about my sister! And anyway, I don't need to worry about her. It's not like she's gonna move from her spot. Bonnie's sister is in Bambouche, a coastal village hundreds of kilometers from here. A few months ago, the king froze their whole village in time. Unless you manage to beat the king tomorrow, Bonnie's sister will never move again. Tough. What will you do after this? If we beat the king? Well, I'll go see my sister. Duh. And then I'll hug her. And then I'll tell her I really, really tried. Tried what? And then you won't be here anyway, so you won't be here to ask me stupid questions, you crab. What about you anyway? What will you do? What will you do? I'll go to space. Space? Sounds lame. I bet you can't even go there anyway. I totally can. Wait, really? How? It's a secret. This is why I don't like you, Siffrin. Aw. I have a flower for you. You're giving me a flower? Why? Why not? Okay. Bonnie hesitantly takes the flower and stares at it intently. Did it make them happy? I really hope so. A sleepover? That's pretty dumb. Was it your idea? Amira's actually. Oh. Then it's a great idea. Why didn't you come up with it? Stars, you do not know how to deal with Bonnie anymore. I love them, chat. Questions. That's it. See you at the clock tower. You talk to Bonnie. You cross Bonnie from the reminder note. Okay, what's here? A barrel. It's full of carrots. Can I not go this way? I can't. Okay. This is the way to the clock tower. You should go talk to everyone else and check the Change God statue first. Yeah, the bridge is fucking broken. The sign says clock tower. Okay. Where's the statue? I need to find that. Where is it? I don't know. Is it here? No, it wasn't here. Oh, is it this? This thing that's being run around. Statues, big and small, all with different faces. Some of them have eyes, others a bright smile. A few are animated by craft, and one jumps up and down, bumps gently into your foot. The Change God, a deity worshipped by all of the country of Valgard, stands before you. You have trouble believing you're finally here, almost at the end of your journey. It was only a few months ago that you met Mirabelle. So much has happened since then. It was almost a year ago now that the king appeared seemingly out of nowhere. Possessing immense craft power, he spread his curse across the country of Valgard, freezing in time everything in its path. With Dormont's House of Change in his control, he patiently waits, for he knows his curse can only be reversed if he is defeated. His victory would be all but determined if not for Mirabelle. It's the little kid's drawings, oh my gosh. Your friend Mirabelle is the only survivor of the House of Dormont after the king froze everyone inside in time and locked the gates. Everyone says she was blessed by the Change God themselves with the power to fight back the king's curse, making her the only one able to save Valgard. When you met her, she was already traveling with Isabeau and Odile, trying to get the orbs necessary to open the house's gates and defeat the king. You helped them defeat a particularly strong sadness, and seeing your strength, they asked you for help. You had nothing better to do, so you decided to accompany them. A few weeks later, you met Bonnie, completing your little team. You saw a lot of Valgardian cities during your travels, some frozen, some not, and did your best to sidestep the slowly encroaching curse. But still, you all kept going. Mirabelle kept going to honor the Change God's blessing and save her beloved house, and save Valgard. Isabeau came with her after Valgard's defenders themselves refused to help. Odile came to satisfy her curiosity about Valgard, and because, she said, leaving the fate of a country to a bunch of young ones would give me an ulcer. Bonnie came to save their sister, frozen by the curse. You're here because there's nothing else for you to do. What else are you supposed to do except travel with them? Once, Mirabelle asked you if you were okay following them on a journey to save the country. She felt guilty, like she was forcing everyone to follow in her hopeless quest. You wanted to put her at ease, so you said easily and truthfully that traveling with everyone was the happiest you could remember being. Oh. She looked upset. You cringed just from thinking about it, truth be told. Maybe not the most considerate thing you could have said to someone with her problems at the moment. But tomorrow, one way or another, your journey will end. Oof. You should believe something very strongly at the Change God. That's how those work, right? Mirabelle and Isabeau taught you before. Can't just ask for things because Change Belief considers this lazy. It's the Change God. Only pure belief and confidence in yourself will do, with the Change God only providing a little nudge. If anyone is lazy here, it must be the Change God, you think. Oh well. You believe strongly, or whatever, that your hits will super hurt, that your attacks against you will be super weak, that you'll be super fast. I said I was good for my speed, right? I'll be super fast. Always attack first. Don't leave the enemy a chance to touch you. You repeat under your breath, super fast, super fast, super fast. You actually feel a little faster? You jump in place, trying to notice if anything changed. You jump right on a pointy rock. You don't tear up. Not that much agile then, huh? You and your friends' attack speed got a tiny bit better. Going to the Change God statue will boost one stat of your choice. You can also save your progress by praying at the Change God statue. Close your eyes. Save. Yes. Okay. Wow. Okay, that's enough for today. You thank the Change God for its blessing and quickly run away, crossing it off the reminder node. Alright, so now we find Isabeau, right? Yeah. Favorite tree. Okay, yep. Oh, hello. Isabeau is here, probably pondering what favor to ask the tree. I love this, just a regular tree. Isa. Sif. Isa! Sif! Isa! Sif! Okay, that's enough. Aw, boo. I love them. Anyway, I was just looking at the favorite tree. Okay, that's the favorite tree. I thought it was just one of the normal ass trees. Isn't this tree cool? Yeah, it is. Glad you agree. One could say it's a pretty tremendous tree. Yeah! Yeah! Yes! You both laugh. Laughing uproariously, he raises his hand towards your shoulder, but stops and brings it to his side. Ha, that was funny. I'm gonna go soon so you can do your thing with the tree, but you wanna talk before I go? What's up with a big tree? Oh, you don't know about the favor tree? Well, it's just a random big tree. But when you're a believer of the House of Change, the biggest tree in a certain place is called the favor tree. It's a tree with the most power, so you can ask it for things. As a favor? Like, please help me pass my Defender exams, which is like a totally random example. Wasn't Isabeau a Defender? Did you ask the mythical tree to help you pass your exams? And I passed with flying colors, thank you very much. Well, I did study very hard, so it's not like the tree did much. But even a little bit helps. You should ask the tree for a favor too. It's a big day tomorrow. Questions for Issa. What will you do after? After we beat the king? Wow, Sif. So confident. So cool. I like it. I think I'll just return home to Jovent. I don't have anything else planned. I wonder how Jovent is doing. When we left it, it was still standing, moving, but I think the king's curse may have caught up to it. So then, will you take your job back? Nah, being a defender has kind of lost its shine. I always admired the defenders, you know? It's all about protecting your neighborhood, your city, helping them out whenever they need, be it getting a cat from a tree or helping an old man with his bags. When Mira came to Jovent asking for help, after Dormont's house had fallen, I was ready to help, for all of Jovent's defenders to help, and you know what they said? Nah. And I could tell that they said that because they were scared. The worst defenders see it like a robbery, maybe. So suddenly helping to save Valgard was too much for them. But not helping because you're scared, I just couldn't accept that. That's not brave. So I quit, and I won't go back. I'll do something else. Maybe it's time for me to do something brand new. I got a secret. I've always wanted to be a clothing designer. You go, dude! So maybe I could just take an apprenticeship somewhere. You never knew. That sounds great, Issa. I knew you'd approve. What about you, Sif? What will you do when we beat the king? I'll start a comedy club. Wait, really? Are you serious? Nah. Aw. That would've been cool. Huh? A sleepover? Crab, yeah! Doesn't the clock tower have only 3 beds, though? I'm guessing Bonbon and Mira will share, and Madame Odile will take her own. Which means we'll share beds again, Sif! I got dibs on the left side. Okay. Ignore what I said earlier. I'm so down to share a bed with this guy. Look at him. He's probably so warm. I love him. Sure. Yay! But please try not to hog the covers this time. It's getting cold at night. Alright, that's it. Okay, I'll be going now. See you at the clock tower. I love him! Time to go to the favor tree. Whoa, cutscene. The favor tree looms over you. You slowly walk closer to the trunk of the tree where you can see some leaves. You grab them. You see some leaves you can grab. You need a leaf to ask the favor tree for something after all. You look around for a leaf you like and think, asking for a favor from a higher power, like a big tree, sounds pretty close to a wish, you think. A wish. A wish. The favor tree seems to be popular among people in Valgard lately. You think that if people came to make a wish, they probably wish for Valgard to be saved. You don't really need to add another wish like that to the pile. The trees are probably already on it. But you'd feel bad for wishing for something big and taking away from everyone's wish to save Valgard. Something small then. Something simple. Something nice. Okay, you have a few ideas, but you can only choose one. You wish to visit more places with Mirabelle, to wear clothes Isabeau has made, to go with Odile to your country, be here when Bonnie reunites with her sister. Ooh.
I think that last one's still a pretty big wish.